Welcome again. Let's look at DogeCoin. I made a post about it yesterday, and it's going well so far. So I decided to add another video on this particular one. Okay, now let's go straight into it. The conclusion is we can open a long position now, and let me explain why that is. Okay, now let's just ignore whatever happened here. Let's just look at this structure, right? Let's look at this structure. This is okay, let's start from the weekly chart. Let's just go for the macro, right? So clearly, we're in a correction now, but if we count this as wave 1, we are in wave 3, right? So if this were a leg of itself, this is the weekly chart, right? Then we could probably expect, oh, fucking hell. We could probably expect a 151 target in 1 to 2 weeks, right? 2 to 3 weeks, right? So that's going to be doubling your money in less than a month, hopefully. Okay, now this is the weekly chart. If we count like this, right? Something like this, whatever. The future targets can be figured out once the time comes, right? So this is a weekly. We're in an uptrend. Clearly, RSI should be supporting this, yeah. And okay, let's ignore the daily. It looks pretty much the same, except we can confirm our weekly chart that was a full leg in and of itself, because we can count the 5 waves here, right? If we were to start, where do we start? No, that retraces 100%. So you'll probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would probably be wave. This has to be wave 5, right? And this would probably be wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6-hour chart. This is going to be the correction pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we probably start from here, right? So we will have a pattern like this, right? Probably something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something like this. A very short first wave, and something along those lines, right? But whatever point we choose. So let me just check how I drew it in my original post. Oh, I drew at 15. Okay, so yeah, same. I drew it the same way. Good. Now we can see we can draw a Fibonacci retracement of the whole leg, right? It bounced from 0.618, and we had a beautiful A, B, C correction that bounced from the 0.618 level, right? It showed rather strong support. Look at these 2 wicks, right? Now, what that means is we are in another wave. We're in the 3rd wave of the giant leg, right? Of the bigger scope, at the bigger scope. So it will look something like this, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna adjust it later. My mouse is killing me these days. Okay, and you would have a substructure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And yeah, so that's going to be a valid wave count, and if we're successful, we should be finishing our first subwave of our 3rd leg of, right? up, right? So it would look something like this. It would look something like this. 1, 2, probably like this. All the way up to there, right? Now, if we were to take Fibonacci extension, Jesus Christ. Okay, if we were to take a Fibonacci extension of the whole leg going up like this, right? Let's find the target for wave 3. We could probably expect it to land somewhere around, let's just go with a one-to-one movement, right? It might shoot up to here, right? It might shoot at 210. Probably not, but let's just be conservative, right? So if that's the case, we would probably expect something like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something along those lines, right? And that would bring us to our third target. Let's delete that, delete the waves, and if we were to take, since we retrace, how much do we retrace? 0.618, right? Since we retrace 0.618 on this chart, 0.618, you guys see that? God damn it. 0.618, right? We could probably expect a smaller retracement of wave 3-4. So if we take a retracement, let's just expect 382, right? If we take a retracement to 382, this will probably be where wave 4 ends at 116. It's certainly a possibility. I don't know which corrective pattern will form, but yeah, that would be the general location of wave 4, right? And let's just assume wave 5 would end here, right? If wave 3 ends at 0.1, or we could have an extended fifth wave that goes to here, right? So either way, that would be and these targets wouldn't be available like anytime soon. And if we take a look at how much this whole giant leg one gets completed, we can see just measure it. This whole 5 wave took around a month, right? Around a month. So let's just hope that we can finish wave 3 in early February. Let's just hope for that. So yeah, I would take this trade with a stop loss at, where's our stop loss? Stop loss will be here, right? We can set a very tight stop loss around here. Let's just go with 57, I guess, because that would invalidate our third wave going up, right? So this would be our stop loss line, 57. It would be our stop loss line. Sorry about that. That would be our stop loss line. Let's get rid of the Fibonacci tools. And let's get rid of all that so we have a clean graph, okay? Now, if this is a stop loss line and we enter a market price, I already have a position, but let's just say for you guys, if you guys were to enter a market price, it would give you an absurd risk reward ratio of 10.75. Like these kind of risk reward ratio don't come along that often. And if you look at the last target, it's a whopping 18. Risk reward ratio of 18, and you only have to risk like 12%. So I would obviously take this trade. This trade is like fundamental wise, let's just ignore it. The chart speaks for itself. So I'm definitely going to be yeah, taking some profits here at this price range. So like 150 to 139, and here, right? Somewhere along the 200 marks, right? That's going to be an insane amount of profit, right? And if you were to look for a lower time frame ones, if you were to look for even shorter term targets, you could probably go here, right? You could probably take some at 82. You could probably take some at the previous high around here, right? Or you could just ignore this one and go through for 96. So these are all points that you can take profits because they are Fibonacci levels. And depending, you might say, "Oh, Alex, there's so many boxes. Like, where do I even sell?" Well, it depends on how much you want to hold, right? If you're looking for short-term profit, these are the places that you can take profit. If you're holding for the long term, you can just ignore these ones, right? So I'm not a financial advisor. You should allocate your own resources. This is the trade that I'm taking. I'm just sharing with you guys. And take care, guys. Good luck.